Welcome to another Mercedes video, my 2009 C200, and in this video I'll be fitting a new battery. This is a bit of a follow-up from the previous Mercedes video where I had the ESP and ABS message. I changed the sensor because it was the most common cause of that problem. But then I thought I'd do a bit of a follow-up on this one. You know, I thought I'd go back to basics. I thought I'll check the battery, but I'll show you that. I've already taken the battery out of the car, but I'll show you what I found. So, as you see, I have a batteries out of the car. I did test it when it was in the car and it did say charge. You know, I used my top-down BT200 battery tester there. Now I also checked cranking, so it cranks it over alright. And I did the alternator test and that was good, so that's all good. So what I did was I put it on charge. I used my top-down Tornado 4000. I used the repair function. And I'll just show you what I've got. I'll just hook this up, do a battery test. So connect it up. So there we go. I'll show you what I've come up with. So go to battery test. Let's get a bit closer in. So regular flooded, there you go. It's just a normal lead acid battery. Now, some at C classes do need an AGM battery. You know, if you've got start stop. Mine doesn't have start stop, so I'm good with a flooded lead acid battery. So got regular flooded. Now got select standard, which is EN. There we go, and it's 850. And funny enough, I'm sidetracking, going off a bit of a tangent here. This battery, even though it's a genuine Mercedes one, Varta, made by Varta, it's actually a wrong spec. Because you don't need to be 95 amp hours and 850 cold cranking amps. Because I was checking replacement batteries online. This wasn't even standard. That's not standard spec for these batteries, so it's got a bit more capacity. I wonder if this is off an E-class or an S-class or something. Anyway, going back to this, so but you got select EM for your standard. It's already set at 850 CCA because I've tested it before, and this is what I found. It's saying replace, even though I did a repair cycle with the charger. Healthy, you know, it's showing charge 100%, but obviously it's saying replace it, so there must be something wrong with it. So I'm going to get a new battery, and I've had a look at, you know, you can pay anything from 60 to about, you know, so about 130 odd pounds for a new one, depending. So I'm not going to cheap. I'm not going to get a line one from Euro Car Parts, which is usually the cheapest battery, because this is a Mercedes, so deserves something decent. So I've decided I'm either going to get a Bosch S5 or the Varta Silver, because they have best spec for what this needs. It's a 096. So I'll come back to you when I've sourced a battery. I'm going to try a local motor factor. Well, I say local, it's in the next city. See what prices they offer compared to Euro, because I don't want to just order one from Euro and find out I could have got the same battery cheaper. So I'll come back to you when I've sourced another battery. So I'm here at Champion Motor Spares. As you can tell, I'm in the Volvo, not the Mercedes. And they're offering a good price on batteries. They did offer 2 batteries, including the banner one. The banner one was the cheapest at 90 quid, but the other one was I think it was like 125, and it was exactly the same spec as the battery on the Mercedes. So I'll just compare specs when I get in and see which one I go for, and you'll find out which battery I get. So I ended up going for the other battery, the USA 3000. Just do a quick test on it. So yeah, 100% health, so we're all good that way. So get it home, probably bang it on charge. It says charge and retest, so get it home, get it on charge and see how we go from there. So back at home, battery's been on charge for a while. Just let it finish. Once that's solid, it's completed charging. So I'll come back to you when it's ready to refit. So with our battery fully charged, we'll just do another test. Yep, we're all good. So we're all 100%. So time to fit it to the car. I'll never swap this out from the old battery. It's the overflow, you know, for the cells. So we're at the car, ready to install the battery. So I'll just get this into place. Let's move this. Move that terminal out of the way. Now before I connect any terminals, I need to fit this all down clamp, and it's just held in by a 13mm bolt. Let's have a look if we've got it on the right way. Yep, if I get it on the right way, you can see the witness marks on it. It's just a 13mm nut flange, 13mm flange nut. So just get that started. Got me a socket on extension. Oops, I've got the bang trim. All the items. And I'll just do this by hand. Tighten it. Because it's a German car, we'll go with gut and tight. Right, now look for the terminals, and it's just a 10mm. So start with the positive first, clearly marked. So positive one's the one that's most forward. So just do these up. There we go again. Go for gut and tight, and we've got the cover there, which stops it shorting out. And then lastly, we have the negative terminal. Just do that one up. And there we go. Just gut and tight will do. And that's the battery installed and secured. Just tidy this wire away. That's sticking up. Just move that down there. So yep, we're all good. Nothing's trapped. I've got our drain, our overflow. You know, if the battery cells overflow, we'll just drain out into this piece beneath the spare wheel to move my socket set out of the way. It's the battery fitted. So what I've done off camera is I've set the time and the date. So start her up, and clear the codes before I change the battery. So let's see. So our ABS light is still on. So what I'll do is I'll scan it once more, see if there's anything in the car. That should have gone out. So I'll just stop the camera and I'll scan the car for codes. So I've done a scan, and obviously there were codes from the battery being disconnected, so cleared everything. So let's see start up again. Now there's a road test active for the ESP ABS. So what we'll do is I'll do a road test. Let's have a look. Just says it's unavailable. You need to conduct a road test. The lights, you know, the ESP light's not on. So I'll drive it a bit further and I'll see how we go. So this is future me jumping in. Since I finished the video, or thought I'd finished the video, I had a bit of a brainwave. I thought, let's see if I can see this ABS sensor ring. So the only way to actually get to it is to take the sensor out of the hub. Now I don't know if I can show you, but I think I found the problem, and you probably won't be able to see from this angle. But let's have a look at it. Very difficult to tell. Yeah, really difficult to tell. But inside there, it looks like the ring's delaminating, because it's a magnetic pickup ring. And it looks like it's delaminating. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to order a replacement sensor ring, and I just need to get this. I'll have to get this hub off. This will have to come off. So it's not too big of a job. I did watch a video. It was the auto.co.uk YouTube channel, and it seems easy enough to do. I was worried about upsetting the, you know, sort of the rear wheel alignment, but these bolts, I don't think they're not like them oval ones, you know, that change your cast and your camber. I think these are just straight bolts into bushes for these suspension arms. So that's one thing I don't have to worry about. So, and looks like it's triple squares at one end and just nuts. So shouldn't be too difficult to get that hub off. Should be able to get it off enough so I can get the drive shaft out. And you know, it's stuff I've done before. If you remember, on Project BIM I had to change rear wheel bearings, but all I need to do is get this drive shaft out of the hub. Because on this generation of C class, they don't have they're not bolted onto a flange from the diff. The whole thing would have to come out, and the only way to free it off at this end is to just undo the nut, which is a 32mm 12-sided socket, and then that frees it off. I just got to undo the hub, and then I should be able to get to the reluctor ring on the drive shaft. But it looks like, yeah, it's definitely delaminating, and I think I've started to make it worse. I've started scraping it all off. So yeah, I'm convinced it's that the problem. Anyway, with that, it's back to the video. So I'm basically back where I started. As you can see, I get them two messages again. So it's not a total waste. The battery needed replacing, and it's just one thing eliminated from the equation. So looks like I'm going to have to check the ABS ring, but that's a subject for another video, a job for another day. So hope you enjoyed this one. As ever, thanks for watching, and I'll see you.